Hello students, I am Ramurthy, PGT Maths, KB2 RCF Husainpur, and today we are going to learn chapter 12 of class 12th linear programming. As in class 10th we have already learned linear equations into variables and their graphical solution, and in class 11th we have already discussed linear inequalities and their solutions by graphical method. But now, after the session, in this video, you will be able to understand the constraints, formulation of objective functions, optimization of different types of LPP like manufacturing problems, diet problems, transportation problems, understand mathematical formulation of LPP, graphical method of solution of LP problems in two variables for bounded regions. Also, we will be able to find the solution for bounded region. So, what is LPP? A very important class of optimization problem is linear programming problem. The next stated problem is an example of LPP. Linear programming problems are of much interest because of their wide applicability in industry, commerce, management, science, etc. This is an example of optimization problem which is called LPP. A furniture dealer deals into only two items, tables and chairs. He has rupees 50,000 to invest and has storage space of at most 60 pieces. A table costs rupees 2,500 and a chair rupees 500. He estimates that from the sale of one table he can make a profit of rupees 250, and what from sale of one chair a profit he will get rupees 75. He wants to know how many tables and chairs he should buy from the available money, which is 50,000, so as to maximize his total profit, assuming that he can sell all the items which he buys. This is one of the linear programming problem. So in this question or a problem, or in these types of problems, we seek maximize or minimize. What maximize? Maximize profit and minimize cost and or minimum use of resources. Next is, in the above example, what we have observed. The dealer can invest his money by tables or chairs or combination thereof. Means he can buy only tables and sells tables, he will get some profit. He can buy only chairs and after selling he can get some profit. And he can buy both. He has to decide for what he will go to get maximum profit. Now, suppose he decided to buy tables only and no chairs. So he can buy 50,000 divided by 2,500 because the cost of one table is 2,500. 20 tables he can buy. His profit is 5,000. Suppose he chooses to buy chairs only, no tables. In this case, he can buy in 50,000 100 chairs, but the storage capacity is only 60, so he can buy only 60 chairs and the profit will be 4,500. There may be so many possibilities for which he can get different profits. So let us, for that we have to go for a particular process so that he can get maximum profit. So let us go for that. In this problem, we don't know what is the value of he is going to buy the chairs or tables. Let he buys number of tables bx and chairs by. If he buy x tables and y chairs, then his profit will be, because on one chair the profit is on one table the profit is 250, on x tables the profit will be 250 into x, and profit on one chair is rupees 75, and on y chairs will be 75 into y. The total profit will be 250x plus 75y, which he want to maximize, and which is called the objective function, which we will discuss later on. And now there are some restrictions. One is investment restriction. He can only invest 50,000 rupees, and one is storage problem. He has to store only 60 pieces because space available with him is only 60 pieces, either chair or table or both. So for that, while taking in mind these restrictions, we can formulate different types of inequalities. That is, let x be the number of tables which we have already taken, and y the number of chairs dealers by. Obviously x and y must be non-negative, positive honge, that can never be negative, because there is storage problem. It means the number of chairs and number of tables which he will buy and sell will not exceed 60. So in fourth constraint, x plus y is less than equal to 60 because storage constraint. And now investment, because the cost of one table is 2500 and cost of one chair is 500. So the total cost of chairs and tables which are x and y he has bought will be 2500 into x plus 500 into y. That must be less than equal to 50,000, because this is investment constraint, or that is a condition restriction. So now, because the dealer wants to invest in such a way that to get maximum profit, for that the profit, because I have already discussed that profit will be 250x plus 75y, which is called objective function, which we have to maximize in some case, which have to be minimized in other problems. In this problem we have to maximize z subject to the constraints which are written below. Means कि under these four conditions we have to maximize z. For that we will proceed for the graphical method. Before that, after all the discussions, these types of problems are called linear programming problem, in which we have to maximize or minimize something, maximize profit and minimize cost or uses of resources. Okay? Objective functions, which we have already written in this question, which is taken as 250x plus 75y. So what is objective function? Linear function z is equal to ax plus by, where a and b are constants which has to be maximized or minimized. It's called linear objective function, which we have already discussed. X and y are decision variables, constraints. The linear inequalities or equations or restrictions on the variables of a linear programming problem are called constraints, which are from 2 to 1 to 4 in the earlier slide, which are written in the, which is storage and also the investment restrictions are there, and x and y is always greater than equal to 0. These are the constraints. Optimization problem. Optimization means maximize or minimize, nothing. A problem which seeks to maximize or minimize a linear function, says of two variables x and y, is subject to certain constraints which are in this case which are storage as well as investment constraints are called optimization problem. And linear problem are a special type of optimization problem. Okay. Now let us go for the graphical method solving the linear problem which we have taken in this case. Now we are going to draw the graph for these four constraints except the objective function. If in this case, if we take, it is very easy, you know that in class 11th you have learned. If we in this first case, if we take x is equal to 0 in first case, then y will be 100. And if y is 0, x will be, y will be 0, this will be 0. Then x will be 100 upon 5, that is 20. Similarly, in the second case, in this case, if x is 0, y is 60. And similarly, if x is 0, x is equal to 60. So in this way we can find, first we have to take these inequalities as equation, then we will go for the table graphical to draw the graph. After taking the values, if we draw the graph, we will get this type of graph which you have already learned in class 11th. And this is the shaded portion. Reason, because in the first case if you put x and y 0, in this case if you put x and y 0, then this will, the equation will be true. It means the answer will be toward the origin. In the second case, x and y will be 0, then that is less than 60. It means the second inequality will be true. So it means the answer will be, the graph will be toward the origin. It means, so the shaded portion, that is we have to take in the first one, because x and y both are positive. So this is the shaded portion, and this is the A, B, C and O. It is the quadrilateral type, and points are also mentioned here. Points of A are you can take 20, 0, and B is 10, 5, and C is 0, 60, and O is 0, 0. You know that. These are the corner points. The graph of the system, shaded region, which is consists of the points common to all half planes determined by the inequalities 1 to 4. Each point is the region is a feasible choice open to the dealer for investing in the tables and chairs. The region therefore is called feasible region of the problem. Every point of this region is called a feasible solution of the problem. The region OABC shaded is a feasible region of the problem. The region other than feasible region is called infeasible region. Means this portion is means this this portion infeasible. This is infeasible region. Now, because in this graph, because this shaded portion is if you see that this shaded portion A, B, C, O, this is the shaded portion, quadrilateral, is the feasible solution. It means from these this shader portion, all the points lying inside the shaded portion and on the boundary of the shaded portion will give the solution for the value of z. But we have to find the minimum value. For that, we have to find the maximum value of z, profit, that is profit. Now, in the graph, every point within or on the boundary of the feasible region OABC represents feasible solution to the problem. For example, the point 1050 is a feasible solution of the problem. So the other points 0, 60, 20, 0, all are the feasible solutions. And outer point 25 and 40 you can see in the graph, that will be the outer of the shaded region, that is the infeasible solution of the problem. Now from the graph, what we get? We get a quadrilateral, and O, A, B, C are the corner of this quadrilateral. And these corner points will give the maximum or the minimum value of z, which is called corner point method. Now we have to find the feasible or optimal solution of z. For that we have to choose the corner points. And for that there is a theorem. Theorem 1. Let R be the feasible solution, feasible region, convex polygon, which in this case is A, B, C, O, for a linear programming problem, and let Z AX is equal to AX plus BY be the objective function. Z has an optimal value, maximum or minimum. In this case the maximum, where the variables x and y are subject to constraints described by the linear inequalities. This optimal value must occur at a corner point vertex of the feasible region, which I have discussed earlier. We have got a shaded portion which is in the form of a quadrilateral OABC, and the corner points are O, A, B, C, and it means we will get the maximum value of z on one of these 4 corner points. A corner point of feasible region is a point, which is a corner point in the region which is the intersection of 2 boundary lines, where the 2 boundary lines will intersect. That intersection point is called the corner point. And there is one theorem mode 2 is there. Let R be the feasible region, which is shaded portion in the earlier, and we have to find the value of z. If R is bounded, we are taking in this case, then the objective function z has both a maximum and a minimum value on R, and each of these occur at corner point of R, which it means we will get the maximum or the minimum value of objective function in any problem by taking only corner points on. A feasible region of system of linear inequality is said to be bounded if it can be enclosed within a circle. In this case, this is bounded. So, in this case, the corner points are OABC, which I have shown in the graph, and which are 0, 0, 20, 0, 10, 50, and 0, 60. Now, let us find the value of z. The value of z for 0, 0. If you put the value of 0, 0 in z, so what you will get? You will get, when we take the O point, you will get the value 0, because x is 0, y is 0. When A is 0 and 60 means 4 point A, x is 0 and y is 60, and 75 into 60 we will get 4500. And for B, the value of z will be 6250. And for C, the value will be 5000. So it means what we get? We get these types of the values. and because our job is to find the maximum value of z, which is 6250. So what we observe? We observe that the profit to the dealer will be 6250, which will be maximum when he buy 10 tables and 50 chairs. Okay. This will be your homework, and thank you very much.